Hello and welcome to day 3 of my 30 videos before Christmas. Today I want to chat to you guys about the 5 big tips for achieving weight loss on a raw vegan diet. So number 1 is love. So when I am helping people to reach their health goals, what we're doing is we need to have a loving intention. When we embark on a lifestyle and we are doing it from a point of the fact that I'm not good enough and I don't deserve to have the treats like the cookies and the cakes and things, when I don't deserve to have that, I'm punishing myself. When it comes from a punishing point of view, where it comes from a depriving point of view, when it comes from a self-loathing point of view, where you don't feel like you're good enough, this is not going to be helpful in the long run. This is not going to be a sustainable lifestyle for you. So it's very unlikely that you're actually going to be able to do the lifestyle. It's very unlikely that you're going to be able to do it for long enough to actually see some really good results and to feel good from it, you know? So what I like to do is you need to switch around and have a loving intention. You need to be infusing all that food that you're having with love. Eating because you love yourself. Eating the nourishing, healthy, raw, whole foods because you love yourself so damn much. You don't want to give yourself any less, you know, because you want to feel amazing. You deserve to feel amazing. This food is full of life and nutrients and love, and you're filling your body with that love, you know, and you're feeling good after eating it. That's the point. You've got to do this with a loving intention. If you've not got that loving intention with how you're eating, then you're not going to be filling yourself with that love. And it is honestly that love that helps you to keep going. It helps you to do it day in and day out because you don't feel deprived. Because every time you eat a meal that is so rich in water and nutrients and you feel alive after you've eaten it, that is a treat. That is a treat. Being good to yourself is a treat. Having cakes and biscuits and pizza and things like this, you know, the cooked foods that were not helping you, that's not a treat. That is your version of hurting yourself because you don't feel good after you have it. It's a numbing, it's an external comfort, an artificial comfort, you know, and that's not a treat. Those don't become treats to you anymore when you are eating raw with a loving intention. When you're infusing that raw food with the love, that's a treat. Every meal is a treat. Every mouthful of nutritious, high life, vibrant food, that is your treat every single day. And every time that you have a meal, every time you take time to prepare a smoothie or prepare a raw meal, that's you filling your food with love. That's you filling your body with love. So you don't need these treats. You don't feel deprived. You feel completely abundant. You feel completely nurtured and loved. And it's that can keep you going. And that can really, really help you to succeed on that raw lifestyle. The next is inner work. So I talk a lot about inner work. Inner work is all about doing emotional healing on yourself. It's about going inside emotionally and overcoming the issues that are standing in your way of you achieving your goals in life and you feeling as good as you can feel. So this ties in really well with the raw food. So like I said, you want to get there with a loving intention. And if you are finding it really hard to love yourself because you've got lots of emotional issues, then yeah, for sure, it's going to make raw really hard because you're going to be seeking this nurturing, this comfort from these nostalgic foods that you were eating when you were a child. You know, the foods that your mother and your father gave to you during your childhood when you felt like you were being looked after. Sometimes when we're feeling insecure, we go to those foods because we want to, subconsciously, we want to feel how cuddled we felt when we were given those foods in the past. But if you do inner work and you get to a point where you are secure enough and emotionally stable enough to not crave that nostalgic comfort, then you don't need that food. You find a less desire to consume it when you feel upset. You know, you can have a hard day and not turn to the foods that are going to throw you off balance or that are going to send you back into a spiral of not achieving your health goals, of not feeling very good, of putting on weight and things like that. You know, when we're doing the inner work, we can love ourselves. We learn how to love ourselves. We learn how to nurture ourselves and how to work through emotions without needing to suppress them with heavy cooked foods, without needing to suppress them with heavy raw foods even, you know. When we are addressing our issues and we are able to love ourselves genuinely, then we find it a lot easier to have these lighter foods, these loving foods. Find it a lot easier to find those foods loving because we are loving ourselves. When we're not loving ourselves and when we've got a lot of emotional issues, raw food can be very difficult, you know. When you're eating raw as well, like I said, it's just the raw food doesn't suppress emotions the way that cooked food does. And if you've got issues coming up at the end of the day and you're so used to just shutting them up with a big heavy meal, going raw can be very overwhelming for that. So inner work is absolutely key to overcoming the emotional issues that are holding you back from succeeding on a high fruit, light, raw food lifestyle. Tip number 3 is tuning into yourself. So this is so important. A lot of people, they won't be nutritionally satisfied on a raw food lifestyle because they're not used to, or they haven't practiced tuning into themselves. So there is actually little bodily cues that you can learn that when your body, it's about when your body is saying, I would like more calories from a sweet juicy fruit, or I would like something with a higher vitamin C content, something a bit fresher. I would like something that has, I would like some green leafy vegetables to balance me out. You know, there are bodily cues going on all the time, giving you feedback on how you feel, about when you're tired, you know, about when you're thirsty, about when you are hungry. And tuning into that is so important for you succeeding on raw and you losing weight on raw. You know, if you can tune in, really tune into your appetite, then it's just so important, you know. A lot of the times, if we're not tuning into how much greens we want, we can be eating sweet fruit, dense sweet fruit all day long, and our appetites are still going, there's something else I want, there's something else I want. But if we keep feeding it more calories, and it actually our bodies wanted green leaf vegetables, it wanted the top up of nutrients from some lettuces and things like that. If we're ignoring that, then we can be over consuming calories and things like that. So to actually be able to lose weight, we need to really tune into what our bodies want nutritionally. You know, what nutritional profile are we looking for? To rotate that round, to really tune into that. That's going to be really helpful so that you can actually achieve your health goals and you can lose the weight. And tune into when your body says it feels good. You know, if you're eating all these raw cheesecakes and things like that, you're eating lots of maybe raw oils on your salad dressings, or even just like raw nuts and seeds and stuff like that, and you're having those, and after you eat it, your body's like, oh, don't really feel very nice after that. Listen to that, you know, listen to that, and listen to the difference when your body says, oh, I feel really good after that. You know, if you have a big meal of mangoes or something and your body's like, wow, and I feel so good, like I feel so alive, I want to go do some stuff. And when you feel that, pay attention, you know, pay attention to that feeling, because that's your body saying, yes, that's what I want, you know. So pay attention to what is working for your body and pay attention to what is not working for your body. Tip 4 is, just because it's raw, it doesn't mean it's going to help you. So just because something is labelled raw vegan, just because it says, you know, cold pressed or whatever, just because it's raw doesn't mean it's actually going to help you achieve your health goals, and it doesn't mean it's going to make you feel good. A lot of dehydrated foods and things like that, they can taste really good initially, but they're actually very, very dehydrating for your body, so they can make digestion a lot harder. They can take the zing out of you because your body's then got to work hard to add water to the food for you to digest it. It may get in the way of you feeling good and achieving your health goals on a raw food lifestyle. So just because there's a lot of clever marketing out there, and marketers know that in the health world and health industry, raw food is making a big impact on people, and it is a market that's opening up. So a lot of companies are jumping up on this. They're jumping up on the raw aspect, and they're labeling things as raw. But I just want you to know that just because it's raw doesn't mean it's going to help you. Doesn't mean it's going to be a step up on your journey, you know. if you're, like I said, if you're having even just things like having dates a lot on their own can really dehydrate you and not make you feel as good as you can feel. So just remember, just because something is raw, and like the same with like high fat foods, like the having lots and lots of avocados every single day may actually be hindering your progress on a raw food lifestyle. Listen to your body. This is what I said, like with the tune in, listen to your body. How does your body feel after you have those heavy meals? You know, is it helping you? Are you feeling good? You know, tune into that. And like with the raw gourmet foods, the raw cheesecakes, the raw desserts, the things that have lots of high fat foods mixed with the high sugar fruits, and like dried fruits and things like that. Really, those things, I don't personally consider them health foods. I see them as junk food, raw foods. They might be helpful in certain aspects. I don't see it as health promoting. It's not something I will base my lifestyle on, you know? And that's just something to really pay attention to. Just because it's raw doesn't mean it's going to help you. Just because it's raw doesn't mean it's going to help you lose weight, you know, or help make you feel good, or help make you achieve your health goals. So just pay attention, tune in. Tip number 5 is consistency. So all of these tips that I've given you are all ways that are going to help you achieve consistency, because true weight loss on a raw food lifestyle is done with consistency. So go raw for a week and it's probably, you might feel good, you might release a lot of digestive waste from your digestive tract and lose a lot of weight initially. But to actually maintain a physique that you want, then consistency is key. Making raw a part of your lifestyle, making it something you do day in and day out. And the way that you do that is by using the other 4 tips that I've included. So it's raw, having love for yourself and infusing that love into your food. To eat raw because you genuinely love yourself and you want to nourish yourself with every bite, not because you hate yourself and you don't think you're good enough and you need to change. If having that mentality is not going to help you, it's not going to help you be consistent with it, you know. And the same with inner work. Inner work will help you to overcome the emotions that make you go back to cooked food, so that you can be consistent on this high fruit raw lifestyle. And tuning in to when you feel good. Again, this is going to make you be able to achieve the consistency you need to succeed. And remembering that just because it's raw, it doesn't mean that it's healthy. It's going to help you to feel good, which will help you to sustain this raw food lifestyle. That's going to help you lose weight, feel good, change your life, and help you to become the emotional, stable, strong, empowered person that you know you are inside, you know? So thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you tomorrow for our next 30 days of videos before Christmas, and I hope you have a really wonderful week. Thank you so much again for watching me. Bye!